The first thing was I made sure that every single day I had a plan of what I was going to do. So I remember I was starting off during junior year, so this was like 2 years ago. And the beginning of junior year, I could barely bench 95 pounds. I was struggling with I believe, a 185 pound back squat, and I was also struggling with normal pull ups too. I couldn't barely do like 20 pull ups. I was doing like 10 with bad form, and honestly, I was kind of tired of it. I was looking at all these videos on Instagram, people doing some crazy cool static skills, and I was like, man, why can't they be me? Like I'm at the same weight, I'm the same body weight as them, but I still couldn't do the workouts and the stuff that they were doing. Even like though I was training like a year prior to that from sophomore year, I was doing like the basic workouts like tuck planche, planche leans. I was doing handstands, some handstand push ups, but I was still struggling. Like I didn't know what I was doing wrong. Like I don't know why I wasn't progressing fast enough. And so, one thing I realized was that I was not patient enough, okay? This is the first thing. You guys have to have more patience if you guys want to be seeing calisthenics goals like this, okay? In the beginning, you guys, to those who don't have any mentors or anything, you guys will be learning stuff by yourself most of the time. And everybody's journey is different. No one's going to have the same, like, specific workouts that they do, or the same specific like routine that they have, right? Everybody has different goals. Everyone has different achievements that they want to achieve in that same year. And for me, it was mainly just getting calisthenics skills down. And during my junior year, I was, I believe, at 140 pounds. And the reason I was so light, or kind of light, was because I had wrestling season, so I was losing so much body weight, but at the same time, I was not that strong. Like I looked super lean. It was crazy, and but I couldn't barely do like a 95 pound bench, which is, I don't know how that even works, man. Like I look good, but I was not even strong, so it was just like, it was not that impressive to me. So I knew I had to find a way to fix this. So first things first was I tried to be a little more patient, because I was always impatient about things. Like I wanted things fast, but nothing in life comes fast. Okay, so be sure to get that out of your head. Like nothing in life comes fast, and to those that things do come fast for them, usually it can go away in an instant, because they don't know how to keep that kind of like um strength, or like whatever God blessed them. So just get that out of your head, guys. Always be patient with whatever you guys want to do. Okay. The second thing was I had a training plan, right? So I was doing my research on Instagram. I was seeing how I was going on each of people's, or these calisthenic athletes pages on Instagram, and I will look back, or yeah, I will look back at their very first or second videos, and I will see like how they started off, right? So I'll see this guy do a planche, and I'll go on his Instagram page and I'll scroll all the way down, and I see that he started off with like barely doing three muscle ups with bad form, and I was just like taking notes, like in my head, of course. I don't take notes on some random stuff, but I was just taking notes in my head, like, okay, so this guy started off with like pretty bad form muscle ups, which is understandable because he was just starting off. And I just kept moving up the feed, and I see that this guy was slowly progressing like each week. And I saw that this guy just kept staying consistent. This guy was doing workouts every single, at least 4 or 5 days a week. And I was just keep seeing more and more gradual improvements, until it got to a point where I saw that he was doing planche push-ups and all these crazy skills. And I saw the time gap. It was like June 2nd, 2021 to um May 5th, 2023. And that 1 year made a huge difference, guys. Like it's crazy how much a year of just consistency can take you, okay? You guys have to be patient. You guys have to put the reps in and just stay consistent like this. If you do this, you guys will be successful. It doesn't matter if it's calisthenics, weightlifting, e-commerce, business, whatever. Like, you guys gotta just stay consistent in everything that you guys do in life, and just be patient. Work like there's no tomorrow. At the same time, be patient. And trust me, guys, you guys will see progress like just unfold like this. Like before your eyes, before you guys even realize it. And for some people, yes, it will take longer because they're not as light, or they're not as low, like low in body fat and all that stuff. They don't get all that benefit. Like for me, I was kind of chubby during sophomore year, so it took a while to get lean. My first goal, I remember, was I wanted to get a six pack in sophomore year because I was kind of tired of having these chubby flabs in my, or these love handles in my stomach. So I got the six pack a year later, but then I didn't have the strength for calisthenics. So I was like, man, I need to get stronger. So I put the reps in, I stayed consistent, I was doing the workouts, mainly doing the basics, okay guys? I cannot stress this enough. Doing the basics, literally, it helps you so much. You guys know how to do push-ups, at least 50 to 60 reps, body weight. Start adding more weight. If you guys can do 20 pull-ups in a row, start adding more weight. If you guys can do body weight squats for at least 70, 80 reps in a row, start adding more weight. And I started doing this just like incrementally, and I started seeing progress like unfold so much faster because I was getting the basics down and getting my muscles used to those kind of movements, so that when I start training for like static exercises like the planche or the handstand push-ups, 90-degree handstand push-ups, like it was so much easier because I had the strength for it. And that's what you get from doing the basics, guys. Just do the basics, please. Don't rush skills, okay? Like just stick to doing the bare minimum. That's gonna take you so far. Like it feels like you're not getting anywhere, but when you guys are doing those basic workouts, it's taking you further back, like on a slingshot. And then once you guys start straining the static skills, it will launch you really far. And that's what happened for me, and that's what I started to realize during the late end of my senior year. And so when I was training during junior year, I was staying consistent, doing all that crazy stuff of just implementing the basics and everything. And yes, it does take a long time. I was 140. I started gaining more weight towards the end of wrestling season because I was looking tired of like eating barely anything before wrestling practice, and it was just so hard fasting all the time, and then it was just exhausting. But I ended up gaining weight. I was 140 beginning my junior year, and then towards the end of junior year I was 150, and then during senior year I was like 150, then I got to 157, and then towards college now I'm like 165, all because I just been gradually increasing my protein and my food intake, and so that's what got me to the body weight that I am today. And I can tell you guys right now that like as long as you're just doing the workouts, the same thing, the boring stuff all the time, you guys will get so far in calisthenics. It doesn't matter what body weight you're in. Like as long as you're doing the reps and not stopping and giving up just because of one single setback or even 10 setbacks, it doesn't really matter. As long as you just keep doing the reps, you guys will still see progress even if you don't see it like today. You guys will probably see it like in a couple of days or maybe a week from now. As long as you're just staying consistent, you guys will see progress unfold before your eyes. So one thing you guys can take from this video is making sure that you guys are being very patient, okay? Because great things don't happen overnight. They take a lot of effort, a lot of consistency. Just have your trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Just stay consistent. And yeah, so that's for the first one. Number two is just doing the reps. Make sure you guys are doing the necessary workouts, always just staying consistent and all that, and just making sure that when you guys are doing the workouts, you guys don't you guys will feel demotivated sometimes, but it's all a matter of consistency and just showing up every day. And number three is making sure you guys do the basics, okay? So always, this is something I stress about all the time, is just keep doing the basics because that's going to take you so far in calisthenics. mainly, just mainly calisthenics. It's what got me a 225 bench for 10 reps in just because I was implementing the basics most of the time, and then started learning the static skills, which led me to bench so much for so many reps. So if you guys can take these three lessons from this video and just apply it to yourself, you guys will see progress unfold before your eyes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys implement what I said in this video so you guys can see progress for yourselves, okay? And I hope you all have an amazing day, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.